How did you guys handle emotionally the big drop in March of 2020 when it turned out not to last very long, but of course in the middle of it, we didn't know that, and it's like everything shut down. It's like how can 2020 possibly end in a positive territory? No one's working,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I mean, in a way we kind of expected it, and it was a little bit easier because there was a clear reason. It was COVID. I mean, things are bad right now, and that's kind of part of living the lifestyle the way we do with such heavy index funds. When market's good, we do good. When market's bad, we do bad. But I mean, everybody kind of knew, or at least I think a lot of people did, that this was just going to be a short-lived thing. It's going to be okay. We're going to get through this. Things are going to recover. And sure enough, they did. But yeah, when you're down over 200 grand like we were, that's not emotionally, that's kind of a bad thing, especially how fast it happened.
Yeah, we'll put it that way. I was not in my happy place. I didn't look at it very often. I knew we had plenty in our savings, so I knew we were going to be fine not no matter how long it lasted, but for a good long time.
Yeah.
And I made Steve cut back on a few things, like going out to eat and things like that, because I'm like, I don't know how long this is going to last. But in general, it was okay. And as Steve has said to other people before, a number of people told him he should be pulling out of and moving things during that time. And he was like, that's the point. That's the point. I'm not going to touch it. We have our 2-year savings. We're just going to let this ride and everything will be okay.
Market's crashing, sell everything. My gosh, that is exactly what you don't want to do. And we're up like 150% now because we stayed in. So we're doing way better than we were before the crash. But yeah, timing the market, I'm not smart enough to do that. Most people are not smart enough to do that. And we certainly didn't do that.
Yeah, it's funny how everyone says you shouldn't do that. You should just stick to your investment plan. But then as soon as something bad happens, it's like all that advice that everyone confidently espoused when the market was going up, all of a sudden gets thrown out the window.
I like to say everybody is an expert in a bull market.
Yeah.
That's all I could say. I mean, when everyone's making money, everybody's a genius. And when things go bad, I mean, I think Warren Buffett said something about when the tide rolls out, that's when you know who's been swimming naked. That's kind of the same thing. The same thing in play here. When things are good, yeah, there are a lot of naked swimmers right now, and some people won't even go into the pool, and that's even worse because you could be making so much money right now. But that's a whole nother topic, I guess.
I always like Mike Tyson's comment, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face.
Yeah, exactly. But that's why you have a plan. So when you do get punched in the face, you know what to do.
You should stick with it, but a lot of people don't.
Yeah, hopefully. Exactly.
So, no one knows the future. It's hard, who knows what tomorrow's going to bring. But, do you guys see this, at least as things stand now, this is your sort of forever lifestyle?
We've thought about that a lot. Like, what might be next?
So this is the thing. The Airstream was the foreseeable future lifestyle until it wasn't. And so who knows? We're very open to the fact that 5 years from now we may decide this isn't for us. But we're setting this up to be for us. So we're making it work exactly the way we want it to. You might be able to see this piece of equipment behind us. This is because we have a home gym here. A squat rack, so that because Steve's very into working out and fitness, and there's no, if a grocery store is 45 minutes away, a gym is much farther than that. So we're trying to set this whole thing up to be exactly what we want so that we're happy, and we are happy. And so we have projects we can do, and slowly but surely do them, and I don't know. Yeah, who knows what the future brings, but for now, this is exactly where we want to be.
All I could say is so far so good.
Yeah.